Welcome back to the second episode of Tales from Storm City, a Cornquest series. This is the final part of a special 2-part premiere, so make sure to check out last week's episode if you haven't already. It is I, Sir Corn of Corn, son of Corn. It is my solemn oath to bring you quality podcasts and advertisements. Now, it's time to meet more of the Vanguard's adventurers.
Hey, so I'm Drudlin Varquick. I'm a half-elf rogue with a lot of tricks up my sleeve. You'll notice I'm exactly 5 foot tall, very pale with a lot of freckles and dark gray eyes. My eyes are pretty concealed though between my dark eyeliner that seems like I never got out of my angsty phase, and my hood I keep up at all times over my green pixie cut. I'm in all black at all times. I only listen to Elven Essence. Make me mad? I steal from you. Simple as that.
Hello. My name is Roland Walcott, but you and the Vanguard will know me as Terran Duskclaw. I am a Tabaxi Ranger. For those of you unfamiliar with the term, we are sometimes referred to as cat people. I stand at 6 feet tall with sleek gray fur and patches of silver. I have dark blue leather armor with a hood and mask pulled over my face. I want to help the innocent of this city. I shall be the person they can turn to let them know the Vanguard is there for them.
Kita Brownstone, at your service. I am a slender, half-elven man of 5 foot, and though I am not quite as sharp of a dresser as I once was, I still keep myself clean-cut. My long brown hair is always pulled up, my shoes are shined, my shirt is wrinkle-free, and I always keep my glasses immaculately clean. I dress like the professional that I try to be. Oh, and I see you've noticed my sketchbook.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ross Christian, and I am the second of your DMs for Cornquest, Tales from Storm City. Before we get things started, I'd like to go around the table and introduce tonight's players, starting with Mariah.
Hi, I'm Mariah Koss, and I am playing Drudlin Varquick. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and Drudlin's pronouns are also she, her, hers.
Hi, my name is Chandler Smith. Tonight I will be playing Terran Duskclaw, and both of our pronouns are he, him, his.
Hello, everyone. My name is Timothy Swaim, and they, them. And tonight I will be playing Mr. Kita Brownstone, he, him, his.
And I again am Ross Christian, he, him, his. And I'll be playing a myriad of different characters tonight. Well, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get things started. Storm City. Some have called it a windy city, and despite its somewhat darker reputation, as well as noticeable sock-wearing bear population, the denizens are a very proud people, and have developed it from over the 100 years since its establishment into the sprawling metropolis that it is today. A spectacular city where magic and technology meet, and there never seems to be a dull moment. We open up on a crisp autumn day, roughly around lunchtime. The trees have begun shifting from their vibrant green into shades of gold and orange. Harvesting season is in full swing in the farmlands just beyond the city, and many citizens within the city are getting into the spirit of the season. During this afternoon, we will focus on these 3 individuals, each members of a secret adventurers guild known as the Storm City Vanguard. You all have this afternoon to yourself, this fresh noontime, just kind of relaxing, enjoying yourself. We shift over to Drudlin Varquick. And what are you doing right now?
Yeah, so I am sitting in the corner table, trying to be as much in the darkness as I can be. I got my hood pulled up over my eyes so you can barely even see anything, except for I'm holding a pretty tall pint, and I'm just sipping on that. And I have another one waiting in front of me as well, and I'm really hoping no one talks to me because I'm not looking for a fight yet today.
Alright, as we go away from the comfort of O'Gannon's Tavern, we move on over to Taryn.
So, as we come into Taryn, he is currently in, as his alter ego, Roland Walcott, the businessman. We find him in his high-rise apartment in the Upper Rapids district of Storm City, currently working out in his home gym, going through his own workout routine, lifting weights, and fighting with his own dummy sparring for sparring practice.
All right, as we depart from there, we go and look into Keita Brownstone.
I have spent most of the day on the north side of the city, popping into various coffee shops and restaurants, and trying to get someone to hang my art on their wall for sale. And it is not going well.
All right. Meanwhile, while that's going on, roughly around the same time, we see Drudlin, you feel a tap on your shoulder as you're nursing your drink. You see the familiar face of Sarah, a barback here at O'Gannon's, who hands you a small slip of paper. At the same time, we look at Taryn, currently working out, and Taryn, you hear a knock on the door.
Come in, Wesley.
As the door opens, you see the familiar face of Wesley, your butler's manservant. Wesley is a half-elf male, probably in his later 20s, short brown hair, pointed ears, wears a very fine, well-groomed outfit. As he comes up, excuse me, Mr. Walcott, I have this note here that arrived. Says for your eyes only.
Thank you, Wesley. And I take the note.
All right, take the note. Meanwhile, we shift on over to Keita, where as you're at yet another coffee shop, desperately trying to get your painting sold, and the barista's just like, I can't, I'm so sorry.
It'll
And as you walk out,
business.
As you walk out, defeated yet again, you immediately are stopped by a halfling man. Probably frumpy red hair. Just kind of looks at you. Keita Brownstone.
Speaking.
This is for you, and he hands you a small slip of paper.
Okay. I know what this is, kind of, right?
Yes, you very much know what this is.
Oh, joy.
And as each of you open your respective messages, each of them all say the same thing, reading, "You have a new mission. Please meet in the back room of O'Gannon's Tavern at 2 o'clock this afternoon." Which is roughly about maybe like another hour or two.
I turn to Sarah, and I'm like, all right, give me like at least one more pint that I can get through before I have to, you know what I'm doing, Sarah.
You got it, honey. And she comes back
Thank
with
you.
like 2 more tall pints.
Sarah gets me, you know? Alright, yeah, so I down the one that I have, and then I now have 3 in front of me now, and I just kind of, like, gaze over them. And I just kind of like do like a rock paper scissors with myself in this moment to try and figure out which one I'm gonna drink next.
Nice. The scene shifts to Taryn.
So Taryn, after reading the note, closes it, walks over to a set of lockers, opens them up, and begins taking out his adventuring gear and his armor and begins to suit up. And as he's doing so, he tells Wesley, "Feel free to take the rest of the day off, Wesley. I'll be back I'll be in late tonight."
Yes, of course. Sir, about the invite from earlier today from Mr. Hughes. Is there anything you would like me to inform him of the invite to the gala?
Yeah, I'll be there. As a guest. Gotta keep up family appearances after all.
Very good,
But
sir.
that's it.
And with that, Wesley bows and takes his leave. We switching over to Keto.
I go back into the coffee shop and I buy a white chocolate mocha. And I pay for it. And I say, and a tip. And I will hand them what I have called Fishing Trip, which is a painting of a human adult male and a young boy elven male standing in front of a lake with fishing poles, looking like they're having a nice day.
All right. While you're doing that and presenting this painting as the tip, go ahead and roll a persuasion check for me.
27.
Damn. As
Expertise,
as
baby.
as you do that and you present the painting, the barista, and at this point, the other baristas kind of come up too, and they're like, "Whoa, this is really good." What did you say your name was?
It's Kita Brownstone.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Brownstone.
Kita is fine. I am not Mr. Brownstone.
Kita. Oh, of course. Yeah, we'll bring this up to our manager, and we'll see if we can get it hung up here.
Thank you. You will not regret this. I promise. I could be back tomorrow with 2 more. I've got a lovely one of a crab that I'm working on, and I'll bring samples. And I'm heading out.
Yeah, all right. And you make your way out. All right, as Kita, as you leave the cafe, you make your way, doing whatever things you would like to do during the afternoon before heading over as the 2 o'clock time approaches. All of you, well, that being Taryn and Kita, all make your way to O'Gannon's Tavern. O'Gannon's Tavern, of course, is a cozy little pub in the North Central District, also serving as the secret headquarters of the Storm City Vanguard. The pub itself is fairly quiet right now, typical for this time of day, and unsurprisingly, as you walk in, you see Durdlin currently nursing a drink next to about 3 empty glasses on the table. All along the walls, as you're walking in, you see the familiar painted portraits of various people of the city, predominantly that of J.B. O'Gannon, the tavern's founder and namesake. All along the walls, you see items and knickknacks decorating them. You do also happen to see in the corner, there's a female half-elf bard with long auburn hair. One of the many bards who perform here. Looks like she's currently setting up their equipment in preparation for tonight's patrons. And you all walk up to Drudlin, who you see just downing the 4th of her drinks.
Oh, Drudlin. Lucky you. Looks like you've got the night off.
I slam down the one that I was drinking, and I immediately look to Taryn. Let's go. Looks like a cat, but acts a lot more like a mole.
Is this a riddle? I don't think I know this one.
I don't get it either. I think Drudlin's had a bit one too many,
Drudolin has had as many as
Three
she
too many.
can have. So you know what? Let's just go. Let's just go in. Like, we won't try and do niceties. Kita, it's very nice to see you, but let's just go.
Oh, this is that thing you guys do. I almost forgot.
We don't do a thing.
We don't do a
Kita.
thing.
You kind of do a thing.
There is no.
We don't
There
do a
is
thing.
no thing.
There is
There's
no
nothing.
thing. There is no thing.
I cannot stress enough how much.
Sarah,
there is
can I get another?
Right away, honey.
Thank you.
Comes up and just sets it down. Yeah, you're racking up a pretty good tab there.
Okay, well, you know what, Sarah? You know I'm good for it. You know I'm good for it. We can work something out. We can work something out. And I just kind of like give Sarah like a little wink.
Go ahead and do a persuasion check.
Nat 20.
Knowing full well that Sarah, in the right light, if you're able to just schmooze her, she's like butter. And just giving her that wink of your eye, she's like, kind of like gives you a nudge. Oh, honey. That one's on me.
Thanks, Sarah.
She
And then
makes
I
her way back.
immediately turn to Taryn and scowl.
The hell? What did I do? What did I do today specifically? I'm looking at Kita. I'm like, what did I do today specifically to earn this?
What did you do? What did I do to deserve any of this?
I'm just saying. Looks a lot like a mole now. That's all I'm saying.
I take offense to that.
Okay. I'm just calling it like I see it.
This is going to be a long night.
Yeah, we have a job to do, Drudolin. So let's maybe try to sober up and let's get to work.
Who said I'm not sober? I think I'm very sober.
The 4 pints of beer you just had?
I go in the back.
I follow Kita, and I just like carry my pint with me.
Exasperated, Taryn follows.
Sipping
Alright.
on my white chocolate mocha.
As you all take your respective drinks, and you walk past the stage area beyond the bathrooms and the kitchens, down a slightly longer hallway that leads towards the back, and turning just to the left, it leads you into the meeting room. The room itself is covered in a rich burgundy wallpaper, lined with cherry wood paneling. The room right now is calmly lit. Lamps on sconces on either side of the walls to the left and right of the door currently are all lit, with kind of a sort of a weird magical electricity that seems to power them. Pretty normal for the city. The room itself is dotted with various armchairs, most of which are secondhand at best, none of them matching, as you guys have known that these have kind of been gathered from various places. Wouldn't be surprised if one or two may have been pulled from the dumpster at one point in time. In the center, you see, surrounded by various wooden chairs, lies the familiar large round meeting table with the map of Storm City permanently situated in the center. And at the far end of the room, by the fireplace, currently being lit, you see one of your, the fireplace currently being lit, of course, is one of your known contacts within the guild, Lorelei Van Camp. Lorelei is a human woman, roughly somewhere in her early 40s, with long red hair shaved on both sides, palish skin, freckled face, with a noticeable scar on her right cheek. Currently she is wearing a teal blue blouse, with a long forest green skirt and a matching green cardigan. As you enter into the room, Lorelei finishes lighting the fire and rises up, kind of brushes off her skirt and just looks towards you and goes, well, welcome. Thank you all for being here in such a prompt time. All right, if you would please be seated.
I take a
So-
seat. Oh,
Yeah, go ahead.
oh, that was fine. Just keep going. It's okay.
All right. Well, here is your mission for this evening. As you all know, tonight is the night of the Watercrest Gala, tonight at the Plains Institute of Natural Philosophy. It's where all the wealthy, well-to-do are presenting a necklace to the mayor of the city. The mayor, of course, being Miss Mildred Shroon. The one presenting it is one Nathaniel Watercrest, who also is the namesake of the gala tonight, of course the philanthropist and the owner of the Lightning Rail here in the city. What we need to do is, we've been informed by an antiques dealer of some renown here in the city that had mistakenly sold a cursed necklace to Mr. Watercrest. Now, I don't think I have to tell you that, being that they intend to present this necklace to the mayor of the city tonight, at the gala, it would cause a very large political fiasco if that necklace should go upon her neck and the curse be enacted. It will likely ruin the reputation of the dealer as well as Mr. Watercrest and cause a huge political uproar. So, what we have been asked to do is to switch out this necklace. And you see she presents from near one of the chairs, she presents a small box. And she opens up the box and you see, looks like a gorgeous looking necklace. The string itself is a fine brushed silver. The necklace itself is very well crafted, has various little diamonds and rubies placed. It is just a gorgeous, gorgeous necklace. Now, this is an exact replica of the necklace that had been sold. Will hold up to scrutiny, but thankfully does not have that same curse. What we need you to do is to attend this gala tonight. We do have another team who's currently in the process of working towards cutting the power to the gala. It will happen roughly about 10 o'clock is the intended time the power will go out. As soon as that time happens while you're at the gala, during the very expected chaos, we will need you to sneak into the lower east wing vault where the cursed necklace is being held and switch them out without detection before the power returns. For this, we do have invitations prepared for you. Given the nature of the event, of course, however, we will ask that you only bring what you're able to keep on your person. The guild will also provide some money to provide any purchase of outfits if you need. And we do ask, please, and she looks towards all of you, please limit any sort of bloodshed. If you must dispatch, please do so, but do not kill unless absolutely necessary. But getting ahead of myself, of course, the payment. For this job, the guild will pay 150 gold per person for the successful mission. In addition, we will be providing an extra 25 gold for you to spend this afternoon purchasing whatever you need for the gala in preparation.
I'm just saying, this seems like a pretty fancy gala, and I don't know if 25 gold will cut it. I don't know if you looked at like some of the other people in the vanguard here, but we might need some help to get all fancy.
Go ahead and roll another persuasion check.
That's gonna be an 18.
Very well, very well. I can provide an extra 15 gold for each of you. That should more than suffice.
All right. Really quick, Lorelai, what's the curse? You keep saying the necklace is cursed. Do you know what the curse is?
Well, the dealer was not exactly clear on it, but from what we understand, it is some sort of transfiguration curse. To what I understand, I know not beyond that. Long story short, if the necklace is put on, it will likely cause some sort of physical change.
I also have a question. How did this mistake happen? Naturally, if this dealer is able to deal with Storm City's elite, how could he accidentally sell them a cursed necklace?
Well, thankfully I have that answer, as she points to the necklace provided here on the table. The two are one of a set. Apparently the dealer had made a note of it somewhere down the line that one of them were cursed. It did not realize until after he'd sold it that he'd sold the wrong one. Far be it from me to judge the dealer for not keeping it locked up, but that's neither here nor there.
I have a question.
Yes, Kita.
And I will mention as well, this entire time, Kita has been in his sketchbook sketching outfits for Drudolin and Terran. Okay, are we coming up with our own identities, or do you have those already established for us?
I trust that you all can create proper aliases.
Oh, yes, we can. Where will the necklace be during the party?
The necklace will be kept in the lower East Wing vault. To our knowledge, they will likely be guarded, but thankfully, with the power being cut, you all may have the element of surprise, as well as being able to get into the vault without setting off any alarms.
So we'll need to move quickly. All right.
Will we have access to a map? A properly drawn map to take us to the vault?
Yes, of course. And she immediately provides a map of the Institute. She sets it on the table as well. And points out, yes, as you can plainly see, and she points out, you see a large main hall. And she points out, right here in the main hall is where most of the gathering will occur. And she points, and you see just off the main hall then, it does separate into an east and west wing, as well as it looks like there's a second floor as well that goes up and also goes into the east and west wings. She points out, so you will want to go into the east wing, further down a set of stairs towards the end. That will lead to the vaults.
What kind of security will we be expecting in the vaults?
Well, ideally, as long as the power is cut, we won't have to deal with any at all. But if for whatever reason the power comes back on before you're able to escape, bear in mind that there is an alarm set up on the door, as well as a electrical safeguard around the necklace itself.
This is the best mission ever! We have so much work to do. We need to go. Thank you, Lorelai. Oh boy.
Yes,
Okay.
very well. And she provides 3 small sacks, and she actually kind of digs it and eventually provides a little bit more gold in each of the sacks. Provides each of you 40 gold. All right, and your payment for the completion of the mission will be provided upon returning with the necklace sufficiently replaced. Just feel free to just keep the cursed necklace in the box that's provided with the current necklace. Just bring it back safely.
Will anything happen, if we like touch the necklace accidentally?
Well, if you happen to put it around your neck, I mean, if you want to be a guinea pig, feel free. I wouldn't recommend it, Miss Varkwick.
All right. Good to know.
All right, and you all, giving a nod to Lorelei, you start making your way out of the bar, and from here you have the afternoon to get ready for the gala. What would you like to do?
Okay, we need to start with broad strokes. Go ahead.
I'm gonna stop you right there, Kita. Taryn takes out his bag of gold and hands it to you. And he's like, you guys use this for whatever you guys feel like you need for your disguises. I already have everything taken care of for myself. I'll be able to meet you guys inside the gala. Do not ask me any questions.
You already have an outfit. You don't want to be a part of this makeover sequence. Is that what I'm hearing, Taryn?
One, no, I don't want to be a part of this makeover sequence. Two, that's redundant because yes, I do already have clothes for a gala.
Sounds like a mole talking.
Still don't know why you're talking about that.
But we could coordinate.
These kind of things are just black tie. Pretty simple. If you two want to coordinate with something, be my guest.
I mean, like, I just think you should at least, like, maybe, come with us for help. It seems like, Taryn. Seems
True.
like, don't say my name.
Drew.
It seems...
You said my name twice, I get to say your name twice. Seems fair.
That's not how this works. Hey, Taryn? I'm just saying, it seems like that, what, do you already have fancy clothes for the gala? Are you fancy? Is that what you're saying here? Because I'm just saying, if you're fancy, you might be able to help Kita be fancy.
Kita, would you like my assistance?
Excuse
Would you like my assistance to be fancy?
Do you know who I am? Do you think I've never been to a fancy gala before? Let me tell you something. I was attending cocktail parties and boat romps and extravaganzas while you were still at your mother's teat. There is one thing in this world that I am meant to do, and it is make things beautiful.
I immediately feel bad because I was really only trying to insult Taryn in this and not Kita. No, Kita, I'm sorry. You want to go be fancy? Let's go be fancy.
I want a mani-pedi, and I want to buy a 3-piece suit and a little monocle, and I want to be a little fancy lad again. I haven't been able to do that much recently. I'm kind of looking forward to this, and that doesn't happen for me all that often these days, okay?
Alright, well, I've never gotten a mani-pedi before. Does it hurt?
You never had a mani-pedi?
I don't. Is that... I don't know what... Is it just, like... Do you just dip your hands in something? Like...
You poor thing. So old, and yet you've never been alive. Come with me.
I'm not that old.
I will show you the way.
Right.
Right.
You two enjoy your spa day. I'll meet you at the gala.
And As soon as
Yeah.
Terran's gone, I'm like, if that guy's so independently wealthy, why does he need this job?
Yeah.
This job sucks 99% of the time. This is the first fun one we've ever had.
Yeah, and he just doesn't want to be a part of it. He sucks. Like, Kita, I'm just saying, I have this suspicion, and I just think that Terran might not actually be in the Vanguard. I don't even know, like I heard a rumor he's just doing this for, like, the clout, and he wants dirt. He just wants, like, some dirt on us.
I mean, the first part I don't care so much about. I'm only here for money. That is the only reason I took this job. I have no love for this kind of work.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, I fully think that he's just trying to get some dirt on us. Maybe bring us down or whatever.
Well, okay.
Just saying.
There is nothing...
Very mole-like behavior. So now you're in on the inside joke. We can both call Terran a mole together.
There is nothing I want to think about less right now than Terran, because we have so much work to do. We need to go to... we need to go downtown. We simply must.
I mean, do you want to just, like, go try on about... Do you guys want to just, like, go try on a bunch of outfits and, there might be, like, some, like, cool music behind us or something like that.
Oh, you mean like a montage? Like a shopping montage?
I mean, like, if it would make you happy, I guess we could go on a shopping montage.
It would. It truly would. I'm taking her downtown, and we are going crazy.
Alright, you all have a shopping montage. We see you all going to various boutiques and outfitters, trying on different outfits, figuring out which colors and which outfits work best for you, which give good complexion. You test out some various makeups and hair products, kind of get your hair done up nice and well. We see a scene too where you guys end up in like an outdoor cafe drinking coffee. And then we go back to
laughing hysterically, but you can't hear it.
Yeah. And you all have a great time and manage to get your outfits. Meanwhile, we'll quick switch over to Terran. Terran, what are you doing right now during this shopping montage?
Terran has made it back to his apartment, and Wesley is currently helping him put on one of his fanciest tuxedos. Do phones exist in this world at this current time? Or some kind of telecommunication?
You know what? Let's establish it now. Sure. Yeah, we'll say that you do have devices created from from some form of magic combined with the technology of the city where you're able to...
Sending stones plus technology equals a phone, kind of. Okay.
Yeah.
Then as I am now in Roland Walcott mode. Wesley is helping me put on my tuxedo, and I'm currently also talking to my adoptive father, Elias Hughes, on the phone, organizing when I'm meeting him there at the gala tonight.
All right, well, then as those happen, we jump ahead into the evening. Roughly about, probably peg a little bit after 8 o'clock. You all arrive outside the Plains Institute of Natural Philosophy. The building itself is this large, extravagant building up 3 sets of stairs. You see the building itself with stone columns rising up into a triangular crest at the top. this very classical style building. You see all manner of people arriving, coming up towards this red carpet laid out on the steps to the entrance. Fantastical lights are being shot up into the sky. It is a big, extravagant affair. As you see various people, the wealthy and the famous, coming out from their various cars and carriages and making their way up to the gala. As we see you all begin to convene at the bottom of the steps, if you would like to go ahead and just describe what you look like, describe your outfit for the evening.
So, Roland is actually also coming down, like, the red carpet along with, like, the other, like, well-to-do of Storm City, exiting out with his father, Elias Hughes, out of their limousine down the red carpet. He breaks away from his father to meet up with his partners. He is wearing a tuxedo, a very kind of like slim fit, movable, with like a black bow tie. He's also got a compartment in the back for it, where it's specially made so he can like fit one of his short swords behind his back. He can reach underneath and still like grab his short sword.
Peter, or rather, Duke Halford Haversham, is currently wearing this very lovely dark navy three-piece suit with a bright red tie, a monocle. I have a pocket watch. I am wearing my hair down rather than ponytailed, which I normally do not do, and it's very nice and slick back. I've got these shined brown shoes, just dressed to the nines.
Drudolin, or rather Lindy, as now she wants everyone to call her, Lindy Varnish instead of Drudolin Varquick. And I am wearing, I got some black nail polish on from my mani-pedi, all black of course. And then Kita somehow talked me into wearing a dress into this whole event, and it has kind of like an Angelina Jolie slit up the leg. For whatever reason, she is not amused by it, but Kita said that it was like
You have
the
great
highest
legs.
fashion. Okay, well, I think it just accentuates the fact that I'm 5 foot, and like it's fine. I haven't worn a dress in 10 years. Like, this is a big deal for me. But you know what? Do I look pretty? I don't think. Am I?
You look lovely.
Okay, and then I still managed to find a hood on the one dress that was there, so I put my hood up with my dress.
How did you find a dress with a hood?
You know what? The hood calls to me.
You know what? But it's working. It is working for me.
Yeah, it looks great. Let's try not to draw any attention to ourselves. Mingle in the party and wait for the lights to go out. Yeah?
My good boy, you have nothing to worry about. Everyone is trying their absolute very best to draw as much attention as possible at a thing like this. In fact, by not trying to draw attention, we will certainly draw the most attention.
Yes, you know, because this is how all fancy people talk.
Indeed,
And
I'm
I
from
know
overseas.
exactly how to go into these types of circumstances. Oh, look, I'm Taryn. Oh,
Very smashing.
indeed.
Right.
Mm.
Anyway, how about this? When we get in there, let's not talk to each other at all. Okay? Let's not let anyone in there know that we're associated in any way.
Oh,
You hear that, Lindy? The little man thinks that we're associated.
Oh.
I just want to point out I am 6 feet tall.
Oh, the big man wants to point out his height.
Oh, all self-confident people point out their height.
Are you sure you're not 5'11"? Oh.
Taryn doesn't respond to this, and he just walks in.
And you see Taryn, frustrated, start walking up the steps into the Institute. And after the two of you have a good laugh, realizing that Taryn has just gone without you, you just kind of primp yourself up and you start making your way up the stairs into the gala. As you go inside the doors and various guards greet you, take your invitations that you had received, and you make your way inside. As you go inside, you see immediately, just going past the immediate entryway, it opens up into this large grand hall, easily stretching probably a good 200 feet. As you see straight ahead, just a crowd of people currently just mingling and talking and cavorting about and just talking. Everywhere you see fountains of champagne being served, and as well as various servants providing flutes of champagne, hors d'oeuvres, all the like. And you see, just getting a visual of the room itself, you can see on either side, you can see wings going off on either side, the east and the west wing, as well as a large chandelier centerpiece that hangs down from this grand hall, which the grand hall is a 2-floor hall. As you can also see up above, you see the upper levels. The staircase, as well as at the far end of this grand hall, is a large staircase that goes up and then splits off to the left and right to the upper levels. As you walk on, you can see all manner of people, and as you're kind of going about, what would you like to do?
Can I do a perception check to see if there's anybody that looks like important, but maybe that like is working for the event?
Sure, go ahead and do a perception check.
Okay. 16.
Okay, yeah, looking about as you're kind of just giving a quick eye about, you can see what looks like a you peg as a manager of the servers right now. Seems to be barking orders. It appears to be a dwarven gentleman, probably you'd peg him probably older, probably at least about 100 or so years old for sure. You know, a little over middle-aged for a dwarf that you've normally seen here. With kind of a dark brown hair, kind of cut into a crew cut. A very well-trimmed beard that's probably only about maybe an inch long at most. Well-groomed, well-cut, wearing this fancy outfit of white shirt and black vest and the black bow tie, as well as a red serving apron, as well as that is the common uniform of most of the servers here. As you can just see right now, just kind of taking orders and getting information from everyone, kind of just seems to be just kind of the ringleader of all the servers right now.
Okay. I am going to go up to him.
You can see, all right, get those oysters over there. All right, okay, cool. You got those champagne, cool. We need that over on the other end of the hall. Yes. Hello, miss. What can I do for you today?
Hello. So I just wanted to know because my cousin is going to be presented today, and I haven't seen her in such a long time. I was just wondering, I just want everything to be perfect for her. You know how family get. And I was just wondering, if you knew of where all the preparations for this are, if I could just check just to make sure everything, so she is presented properly. Because she's my dearest cousin, after all.
Yes. I mean, I'm not really handling that, but I think, you're looking for the presentation area, or what exactly do you need?
I just heard, she's got, there's a necklace that's going to be presented to her, and I just wanted to check to make sure it's so pretty for her.
I don't quite know where they're keeping. I believe they're keeping it in the vaults until the ceremony.
Can you show me where the vaults are?
Well, I can't at the moment, but
Can somebody
know
show me where the vaults are? I'm very important.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Okay. That's gonna be a 5.
I apologize. I can't right now. I do know they're in the vaults, but that's about as much as I know. The guards handle that more than I do. You do understand. I'm not involved in this. I'm just part of the catering.
I mean, I suppose. You've been such a good help. Thank you so much.
Of course, ma'am.
And I just kind of give him a little wave as I walk back to Kita.
All right. Meanwhile, we'll just go over towards Kita. Kita, what are you doing right now?
Kita is absolutely living the dream. I have my glass of sherry, and I'm just mingling about, enjoying being in the company of fancy people. And I'm also kind of looking for two things. One, do I see the mayor? Two, do I see anyone that I know? Any associates of my dad?
Sure. Go ahead and do a perception check.
That is gonna be 18.
18. Okay. As you kind of stop and look around for a bit, you do happen to recognize the mayor. The mayor, of course, being a known public figure. Definitely someone you recognize, of Mayor Mildred Shoon. She is a human female in her 50s. She has long gray hair, currently in a beehive-style hairdo, as well as a slightly wrinkled skin. Currently, she is wearing an elegant orchid ball gown with a matching lighter orchid gossamer shawl that kind of drapes over her arms and goes along onto the sides of her arms. She currently looks like she's speaking to a gentleman right now that, Kita, you do recognize as well. This gentleman is a human male, probably in his 30s. He's bald, has kind of a waxed Van Dyke-style mustache and beard, bronzed skin, currently wearing a black formal long coat suit of fine silk with a tall collar, and it looks like black flower designs that kind of start off at the collar and kind of taper off into a V that kind of centers towards the center of the outfit and goes down from there. You know this gentleman as Ahmed Varel. He is an associate of... He's a known associate of your father's. Specifically, you know that he has connections to certain underground syndicates in the faraway land of Cleveland. Currently, they're probably about... they're a little ways off, closer towards the West Wing, currently just kind of talking right now.
Well, that's curious. Can we say at this point that Drudlin has come over?
Sure. All right. Meanwhile, we shift on over to Taryn. Taryn, what are you doing right now?
As I enter into the space, I grab a glass of champagne. I put on my best party face, my Storm City elite face, for the crowds, for anyone who happens to be taking pictures of the event, and I go and find my father, because we need to be seen together for business purposes.
Of course. And it does not take very long until you find the known industrialist Elias Hughes. Elias is a tabaxi male, probably in his 60s or so. Kind of a salt and pepper fur. Currently wearing a very fine black tux, very similar in design to yours, Taryn. Is currently just schmoozing with various people.
Elias. Fantastic.
Yes. Roland, it's great to see you. I suppose it's only been a few minutes, but you're getting along.
Yes. I've been schmoozing and mingling, as it were, meeting some of the newer faces to the gala this year.
Oh, very good. Is everything all right?
Yes. Everything is fine. Everything in my life is going well. I'm sure tonight will go smoothly.
Well, that's very good. Well, let's just have a good time here. It's all about making good impression on the social elite. I know they can be a little stuffy at times, but you and I, son, we look good.
Indeed, Father. And he sort of like grits his teeth as he says that. Indeed. But I will have you know, on my own, I've been doing quite well.
Have you now? Anything you can share right now?
Yes. I currently am working on an independent business venture. And this very evening, I hope to secure a certain amount of funding, I guess I'll say.
Well, I'm very glad you're making something of yourself. Of course, if things don't work out, you're always welcome to join the team.
I know, Elias. I know. And I kind of, I reach out to, like, shake his hand, and, like, that sort of, like, half shake hand, half hug sort of thing, as, like, people are, like, taking pictures of us, and I, like, put on this fake smile.
All right.
Before I then, like, kind of walk away.
Gotcha. And as you're doing that, we move on over. Kita and Drudlin have met up.
Okay, Kita. So the necklace is in the vaults.
I know. We had established that.
Well, now I know. Well, now I know for sure the necklace is in the vaults. But the guards know where the vaults are.
Do you see that man over there talking to the mayor?
Yeah, what about him?
I know him.
You know him?
I met him once. My father's birthday party many years ago. He's not a good man. I don't know why the mayor is talking to him.
Do you want to go talk to him?
No.
Or do you want to go eavesdrop on him?
As a matter of fact, he probably should not see my face at all.
Oh. Do you want me to go eavesdrop on him?
If you'd like. I may have a thought as to how I can get to the vaults.
What's your idea? I also got an idea. You can compare ideas.
Well, I've got this pocket watch. It's not the most expensive, but my plan was to say that it's an heirloom, and I'm very worried about it being pickpocketed, so I was going to ask if they had somewhere secure that I could put it.
That's good. That's good.
What's your idea?
So my idea is I'm gonna charm one of the high up guards and have him take me to the vault.
For what?
So I can get the necklace and
Right, but
change
why
him
is he
out.
taking you there?
Because he's a guard and he knows where the vault is, and then that way he's like gonna take me there and like I don't know what's gonna happen, but like he's gonna take me to the vault.
What's gonna happen?
I'm gonna charm him and he's gonna take me to the vault. And then we
For
could
what?
we could use your pocket watch. It's okay. It's okay.
No,
Yours was a
I
little
like your
more-
plan. I'm just trying to understand all of the
I need-
facets of it.
Oh, I need to go to the vaults because I've already established now I'm a cousin. And I'm
Oh.
going, yes. So I told people I'm the cousin,
That's really good.
and I need to check out the necklace to make sure it's okay for my cousin. And I'm
I
gonna
like
charm the
that.
guard.
Do you want my help with your plan at all? Do you need me to corroborate your story, anything like that?
I mean, like, I probably got it. If you want to work on cutting the power, I think I can swap the necklaces.
That's not our job.
Okay, well, I'm
And
confused.
also, no, I don't want to work on cutting the power. I'm at the biggest party in the city. If you're good, I'm gonna go party.
Okay, I'm gonna go do this.
Kita finds the dance floor.
All right. And this, of course, is a very formal black tie gala. So the music itself playing right now is very fine, violins and cellos, and very pompous as everyone's kind of doing this very formal dances towards the center of the hall.
I assume it's like partner stuff.
Yeah. And you see various people kind of milling and seething about. A lot of people dancing, kind of couples dancing. See a few currently dancing by themselves.
Can I try to catch someone's eye?
Sure. You do see, as you look about, you do see an elven gentleman. Currently short auburn hair, rough olive-colored skin, currently wearing a very well-tailored dark maroon suit with a velvet black top. Currently seems to be kind of talking about various people, kind of standing just outside the dance floor. And as you're kind of trying to look about, go ahead and roll me a persuasion check.
It's a natural one. For a total of 9.
As you kind of look towards, and it's been a while. As you kind of look towards, and you do not realize you're just kind of given like these weird, like very, very obvious, big, creepy eyes, and you do happen to catch his eye. And as soon as he looks, he goes, "Oh!" and he turns his head away from you and actually starts walking away.
I grab a glass of wine from a passing waiter and just down it.
Taryn notices this, and he's like, so, what about blending in and not drawing attention to yourself? Did you not get making strange eyes at strangers and downing entire glasses of wine? Not the attention you want.
Sir, I don't think we've met. Very rude of you to approach me.
No one can
I'm a
hear you.
duke. I am a duke from a foreign country, and I do not wish to be disturbed by strangers. Huff, 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 huff. I walk away.
Fine. If he Taryn's just like mutters to himself. If he blows our cover, he blows his own cover. If he blows anything, I just Taryn sort of like resigns himself to make as like to be as just like under the radar as he possibly can during this gala until the lights go out.
Sure. Okay. We'll say go ahead and do a performance check for me.
Okay. Ooh,
Performance or deception? Your choice.
We'll go with they're the same. They're the same thing, so we'll go with performance because that sounds more fun. That is a 9.
All right, you spend a good amount of the rest of this time just kind of like walking about, trying not to be suspicious, but for some reason, just throughout this evening, you can't help but try to babysit your teammates as you see them constantly making weird social faux pas throughout the night, and they're making it very difficult to maintain a proper illusion.
Why do we fail when he fails?
Yeah, why? That's not on
But
us.
it's on you guys. I mean, I do know how to act at these parties. Tim, excuse me, Kita. It's been a long time since you've been at such an event. I guess it.
Yeah, it's more so that Taryn, you're losing your cool.
Right, I'm losing my cool with these two. Yes.
Yeah, meanwhile, as we look over towards Drudlin, what are you doing right now?
Can I scope out and try and find a guard that just seems like he's not all there, but he's important.
Sure enough. I mean, you see all manner of guards here and about. You do happen to see a few that are kind of just standing about right now, just outside the east wing. You see one guard currently standing by a column. You notice he's kind of a portlier guard, currently yawning. He's kind of keeping his post, but clearly kind of zoned out right now.
Okay. Can I cast charm on him?
Sure. Are you trying to charm person?
Yeah.
Sure. What is the save for that?
So it's a wisdom saving throw, and it's a DC of 9.
As you sit there and quietly mutter your incantations near the guard and try to coax his mind, you push it over, and he just yawns again. And kind of, and goes back. Does not seem to have, the spell did not seem to take.
Okay. Can I don't know if I want to, because that took up a spell slot, right?
Yes.
Because I'm like, do I want to use up, because I only have 2, so I'm like, do I want to use up another one and try and do it to the person next to him? Okay. I'm gonna try and find Kita and see if the pocket watch thing's gonna work.
All right. You make your way over towards Kita. Meanwhile, Kita, what are you currently doing?
Being weird, I guess. I don't know, Russ.
All right. I just kind of.
You see Kita currently handling a glass of wine, currently just kind of awkwardly milling about right now.
Okay. I just kind of wave over Kita or Duke. Duke of Foreign Country.
Yes.
Do you have your pocket watch?
Pull it up.
We're gonna do the pocket watch.
The pocket watch gambit, you say?
Yes, we are gonna do the pocket watch gambit.
Excellent. I'm gonna go find a guard.
Okay. Yeah, sure enough, there are plenty of guards currently stationed all about. You do see Drudlin points out the one. It's currently the portlier guard that's just kind of yawning and doesn't seem to be focused right now.
I also want to say because Taryn does notice this, and he's just kind of hanging back around, just keeping an eye on what exactly you're doing.
Sure. Terry, go ahead and do a stealth check for me real quick.
Okay. Stealth. 22.
Okay. Yeah, you are able to kind of keep a good low profile here, as you get just enough where you're able to kind of able to eavesdrop and see what they're currently doing.
Pardon me, my good man.
Yeah.
Splendid party we're having here. Absolutely splendid, and you are doing a bang-up job. I did wonder if you could do a quick favor for an oil man from another very fancy country.
What can I do for you?
You see, I've got this watch. It's an heirloom from my old papa, and if it were to be... I'm not saying that any of the people here would do such a thing, but if something were to happen to it, it would be simply irreplaceable, and it would break my heart. I thought that perhaps... Is there somewhere within the house where I might keep such a priceless artifact so that it will not be disturbed during the party? You know, I've already made my entrance with it and everyone was like, whoa, but now I'd rather keep it safe.
Oh yeah, that's fair. We do have our vault. Over here, he points behind him down the east wing. I could put it in the vault for you if you'd like.
Oh, certainly. You wouldn't mind if I came with you, would you? Just, so I could see where it's being placed. Just for the sake of my own peace of mind, you see.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check, please.
25.
He kind of looks for a bit. All right. Come along.
All right, I follow the guard.
All right, and he leads you down the east wing. As of right now, the east wing, you notice just getting past, it kind of lets you past it's a roped off area. As you see, the wing itself is currently relatively darker than the rest of the main hall. There's kind of just like, it seems like every other light is on, just kind of keep it dim, but just to indicate that it's not currently active, available to the public right now. As the guards kind of lead you along, you can see going along, there are a couple other guards walking by as you walk past. The portly guard kind of gives a nod to some of them. Occasionally one just kind of stops and asks about it and just is, he's like, oh, I just need to drop some off at the vault. And eventually they get down towards a set of stairs that go downward. As you go down the hall. Oh, yes?
While I see Kita walking over, can I have been stealthily following behind and try to see if I can?
Sure, go ahead and do a stealth check.
Okay. That's going to be a 21.
Without much issue, thanks to the darkness of these hallways, you were able to slip past real quick without any guards noticing.
Does my stealth also carry me in there?
You would need to do another one, but right now you do notice, you see the two of them go down the hall. So yeah, go ahead and do another stealth check to follow.
That is a 23.
Without issue. As you see your two teammates start to make their way down the hall, you quickly slip through as well and cloak your way into the darkness. And thankfully, being your station, you've been in this in the Institute before, so you know kind of ideal ways to kind of snake around the exhibits and get towards the vaults, which you yourself have wary of course, of studying the map. You know exactly where it is. And as you guys start making your way down towards the downstairs area, the vault area, Kita, you come down to the base, and the guard leads you, and you see straight up ahead, currently watched by 3 other guards right now. You see a large vault door. As the portly guard comes up. Hey, we have one of the guests would like to deposit an item here in the vault. And they kind of give a quick look. All right, very well. And they go up to the vault, and they, you see them open the vault, and you see right up front, you notice a small little number pad in the center of the vault, and they press a quick pattern, and then the vault unlocks, and they open the door. And
Can I try to have seen the combination?
sure. Go ahead and
Oh,
do.
I guess it doesn't matter because the power's going out.
Up to you.
Do I see a physical key of any kind?
No physical key. Just it looked like it was a number pad that they pressed a code into.
Oh, okay. No, then I won't do that.
Okay. And as it opens up, you can see within a relatively the room itself is probably about you'd probably peg about like 20 by 20. The walls themselves are lined with safety deposit boxes, and specifically you notice right in the center right now on a little mannequin stand, currently guarded by what looks like these bluish green beams kind of shooting up into a cylinder. You see a very familiar looking necklace. Meanwhile, you see guard kind of comes up. All right. Yeah. If you want to give me your watch, I can put it over here into one of the boxes.
How much time is left before the power is supposed to be cut?
It is any minute now.
Okay. Is there a rock by me or anything like that?
Always the rock.
Or like something like close to like a rock size that I could like throw into another room.
Sure. Go ahead and do a quick investigation check.
Okay. 10.
10. Given that this is a fancy museum, you look and are reasonably unsurprised, like, oh yeah, there's no rocks here.
Okay. Can I'm gonna take off my shoe. And I'm just gonna like launch it into like the next hallway to try and get the guards to like look that way.
Okay. As you throw the shoe, say go ahead and do a quick strength check for me.
Okay. Four.
You throw the shoe, it gets about maybe a few feet in front of you and just kind of lands on front of the carpet.
I immediately just try and stealthy sneak it back and like put it back on my foot.
Without much issue. You're like, son of a bitch. Meanwhile, Taryn, are you doing anything right now? You just saw Durdlin try to throw a shoe, and it just kind of landed about 3 feet in front of her.
Right. I continue sneaking down. How far away am I from Kita and the guard?
By this point, you get down just in time to see Kita and the guard going into the vault, and there are 3 other guards currently standing post outside the open vault.
Yeah, I'm gonna sort of find a good place to stealth myself and wait for the lights to go out before jumping into action.
Okay. You stand firm. Meanwhile, Kita.
Okay, so I'm in the vault now.
Yes.
And he is taking my watch somewhere.
Yeah, he's currently going. He took the watch. He's currently opening. Got one of the keys from the guards. He's opening up the vault, right? The one of the boxes right now.
Is he human?
Yes.
Perfect. So I wait for him to come back.
Okay.
And oh, thank you, my good man. I grab his hand and I like grab it with both and I like vigorously shake. And what I want to do is knock my monocle off and subtly kick it off somewhere.
Okay. Yeah, without a much issue, And you go ahead and do a sleight of hand check for me real quick.
20, dirty 20.
Without issue, you just kind of shake really hard, and the monocle falls down, and ding, ding, and just quickly, without much issue, kick, and it slides off to the other side of the vault.
Oh. Blast! Sir, I seem to have dropped my spyglass. Do you see it anywhere? I can't see a bloody thing in here.
Oh, yeah, I'll help look for it as he kind of goes over towards... Hey, I found it. And the lights go out. And this is where we're going to go on break.
Cool.
All right, we'll be back shortly with the second half. We'll see y'all soon.
Looks like it's lights out for our party. If only they followed Cornquest Podcast on Instagram, then their phones would also work as flashlights. Also, consider subscribing to our Patreon for bonus episodes and more. And make sure to check out Corn Servitory's pay-to-stream shows. Drink at Home, the drinking game sketch show, premieres tonight, October 23rd at 7 p.m. And Nightmares Off Lincoln Avenue, a comedy horror film fest, is streaming now till the end of the month. Hosted by Gus Thomas and Orlick Cockwell respectively, and at only $5 to stream. You won't want to miss them. Now, let's see how those vanguards are holding up.
And welcome back. Where we last left off, Kita was in the vault, successfully having fooled the guard by kicking his monocle over to trick him when the lights went out. It is currently now pitch black. The three of you, thankfully, all having dark vision, you are able to at least see in this darkness. It just appears to be dim light right now, but you immediately notice as this happens, Kita, you know immediately the portly guard's like, what happened to the lights? And you guys can hear the guard's like, what? And suddenly, Drudolin and Taryn, you can hear echoing down the hall, just this sound of cacophony and sudden panic coming from towards the direction of the main hall. As this happens, you can see two of the guards you can see right now immediately rushing forth, currently trying to find, as they immediately take out small little orbs of light so they can see where they're going. Drudolin, you can see them starting to come up the stairs. What do you do?
Okay. I'm gonna run into the vault with Kita.
Okay, as you run towards the stairs, you see the guards coming. Miss, something's going on here. We must go to the main hall. Come.
Yes, I'm so lost in the dark, and I didn't know which way to go.
Oh, not a problem. Come with us. We'll lead you to the main hall.
Thank you. And as they're leading me, can I try and stealthily just slip away from them?
Sure. As they kind of take the lead, go ahead and do a stealth check.
Ooh, 23.
Without any issue, as they're just kind of going on forward, you immediately just kind of quick duck behind a glass fixture, and kind of as they kind of get probably about 15, 20 feet away, you slowly make your way back down towards the end of the vault. Meanwhile, Taryn, what are you doing right now?
Okay, so where have I set myself in relation to the vault?
I would say, since you kind of hid yourself, there's kind of a little small entryway area going towards the vault. You kind of just huddled behind one of the walls to where you saw the two guards walking by, and you very easily saw Drudolin currently talking with the guards, and they escorted Drudolin back towards the main hall.
So those 2 guards are currently not something I need to worry about at this moment, right?
Correct. At this point, as you look around the corner, you can see one of the other 3 guards currently has a small little lighted up orb that probably only goes about maybe 10 feet before just going into darkness. You can see currently just kind of standing outside the vault right now.
Mm-hmm. All right. I am gonna slip into the vault then, and do an investigation check to search for the cursed necklace.
Okay. Go ahead and do a stealth check to try and get past the guard.
Okay. Can this be with a disadvantage? Because like it's pitch dark to him right now, or did he take his light out? Or
this is your stealth check, so actually with the darkness, yeah, go ahead and roll with advantage. I'll allow that.
Ooh, that is a lot. That's 24.
Without any issue, as he's kind of looking about towards the other side, you just kind of sneak right behind him and you go into the vault. At this point, you can hear, it sounds like, you can hear the portly guard, "Oh, god damn, I can't see a damn thing." And you can see right now, it looks like the portly guard that was talking to Kita currently on the currently kind of struggling, like doesn't look like he has any idea where he is. And Kita, you notice the dim silhouette of Terran enter as well.
I have the necklace, right?
Yes, correct. You have the necklace.
Okay. How far away is the real one? Is it within my 30 feet of dark vision?
Oh, yeah. I mean, the room is 20 by 20. So, yeah, you have full view of it. And as you look towards, you see that those bluish-green shafts of light are gone.
Okay, what I want to do, I want to start heading towards it, and I'm going to switch to Elvish at this point, and start being like, "Blast! Tarnation! Hellfire! I can't see a darned thing!" And pretending that I'm stumbling about in the dark, I want to get over to the pedestal and make the switch.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and do a sleight of hand check.
17.
Okay, as you're kind of talking about and just kind of talking out loud, and you notice that, like, very clearly the guard doesn't seem to be reacting exactly what you're saying. But as you're doing that, kind of making a loud cacophony, you very deftly switch the 2 necklaces, making not even a peep, as you place the uncursed necklace on the mannequin and quickly put the cursed necklace back in the box.
Yep. Put it away into a pocket, turn around, see Terran, and I'm gonna do like a head motion as if to say, like, "Let's go."
And I nod back, like, in the affirmative.
All right, as you make your way back towards the outside of the vault, you see that same guard currently with the lighted up orb. He's currently probably about just before the small archway going towards the stairs. He's currently kind of standing guard about there, kind of trying to make sure nobody gets by.
Is he within 60 feet of me now?
Yeah, I mean, you've actually, yeah, because you came back, Drudel, and yeah, you see him currently kind of like standing in between, clearly looking like he wants to make sure nobody comes through.
Okay. Can I cast Ray of Sickness on him?
You certainly can.
Okay. Okay. Sorry,
so
real
double
quick.
check. What does Ray of Sickness do? Just so my reminder.
It's he has to make a
Constitution
I make
save.
I have to make a ranged spell attack against target. And it's
Gotcha. All right,
yeah.
go ahead and make a ranged spell attack.
okay. So that's gonna be a 4.
Or as you shout off your incantations, it shoots off, and unfortunately, just due to it being really dark down here and just not having unfortunately, like him kind of like shifting about, you just lose your focus and it goes off. And he just goes, What the? Who did that? And you can see he's starting to come towards your direction. What do you do?
It's like, okay, I'm gonna get out of hiding. And sir, I saw this man just walked right on past me. And he tried to harm you. He tried to cast a spell at you. I'm just a poor innocent person. It's so dark in here.
Go ahead and roll a deception check for me, please.
Alright, that's gonna be a 19.
Alright, as he kind of like sizes you up and kind of looks and goes, all right. Come along. See, and he kind of points along. Go down this path just straight away, and you will make your way back to the main
Can you come
hall.
with me? I'm so scared.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check for me, please.
22.
As he kind of like, you see, he kind of looks back and he goes, oh, damn it, Kevin will have this. All right, yes, of course, let's go.
I'm so scared.
And he escorts you towards the main hall. Meanwhile, Taryn and Keita, you see this going about, and you see Drudolin allowing this guard just kind of to escort her to the main hall.
DM question.
So right now, the only...
Do we know of another way out other than going through the main hall?
Go ahead and do an intelligence check for me.
Strong suit, 12.
12. But that, you do recall that there might be a few emergency exits here in the wing. That being said, you're not entirely certain if those might be watched.
Right.
But you can think of about 2 or 3 exits here in this wing in various corners. Emergency exits.
You were saying something, Chandler?
Yeah, I was asking how many guards are currently like within our... Is it just like the one that was like still in the vault with us? That is
yeah,
currently
the
like
one that was in the vault with me. Yeah,
a potential threat.
You left him in there.
Okay.
He's still like struggling. Very clearly, he does not have that same light up ball as the other ones, and is currently struggling. You can actually hear him right. You can actually hear him right behind me. Like, guys, I can't. Where is everyone?
I make my way over to Keita and I say like our best bet. I whisper to him. Our best bet is to get ourselves back into the gala. Make it look like we never left.
I have a reason to be here. They don't know you. They're gonna think you did something.
So we need to make it back to the gala. I
can make noise and you can sneak out.
Yeah. I can sneak out with the necklace. And you don't have to worry about them finding it on your person.
I hand it to Taryn.
They take it.
Can I make an insight check on Taryn based on what Drudolin told me before? Do I think Taryn is being genuine?
Sure. Go ahead and make an insight check. Taryn, go ahead and make a persuasion or deception check, your choice.
That's gonna be a big 10 for Keita.
Okay. For a nice little perception, I got 12. Turn is 12.
All right. I mean, Taryn seems forthright. It's hard to read. Taryn is very stone-faced right now.
Don't have time to worry about it. Hand it over.
I take it and I make my way back into the main gala. I follow the sound of cacophony.
Okay. Are you going to go stealthily, or are you just gonna go for it?
I'm gonna go stealthily.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check.
May I assist by creating a distraction with the guards?
Sure.
Okay.
Yay. That's
So
advantage, right? Is that advantage for me?
I'm giving help, right? So
Yeah. So yeah, it'll
Okay,
be
yeah.
it'll be advantage for you, Taryn.
Oh, thank you. 7 plus.
I
6,
will say
13.
you don't necessarily need to do that since it's already dark, so you already kind of have advantage anyways.
Well, advantage is advantage is advantage.
Yeah.
I got 13.
Okay. Yeah. As you kind of go about and kind of just slink about, with all the hubbub, there are a lot more guards currently kind of going about in the wing. And Taryn, you notice almost one of the guards. You are almost into the light of one of the guards. But as that happens, you immediately almost gets just sight of your hand. But you pull it away and just slink into the darkness just in time as they look around and they see nothing. And you are able to avoid them as you make your way back into the main hall. By this point, as you're in the main hall, it seems like everyone's kind of a bit panicky. The main hall itself is, you notice there are like a few, like, very small handful of emergency lighting currently open. So it's a dimmer light, but still much better light source than the complete darkness of the East Hall that you just come out of. By this point, as you're kind of going about, you see Drudolin currently thanking a guard. All right, yes, here you go, miss. I must get
Thank
back
you,
to my
I was
post.
so scared. It was so scary. Then I go, I'm gonna go into the crowd then.
Okay, you kind of just mill into the crowd.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Kita, what are you doing?
do I still see those two guards with the lamps?
You see them currently coming back.
Excuse me, what is going on here? This is preposterous.
Yes, sir. Apologies, there seems to be some technical malfunctions. We're currently having it looked into. Please, come to the main hall right now, for safety's sake.
Thank you. This would never happen at one of my parties.
And they just gotta let you go about into the main hall. By this point, yeah, you see a lot of people are kind of like, it's a very adrenaline-driven crowd right now. A lot of cacophony and talking.
Is there anybody by me that might have some other expensive jewelry on them or something like that? I could take this time to pickpocket a couple people.
There are so many.
Classic
Oh my god.
Drudolin.
Now, that being said, as you look about, I mean, there are so many people here that they got a lot of stuff on them. There's also a lot of eyes. So you can certainly try. Be aware that it may be a bit tricky.
I'm just gonna do one. I'm just gonna try one.
All right, go ahead and do a sleight of hand check.
Is there just like like a one with like a bracelet or something like that? Just like real quick. Yeah.
Yeah. You see,
Okay.
you see a woman right now currently just kind of talking. It has a very nice looking bracelet on.
Nat 20.
And without much issue, you're able to kind of like quickly through the coffee, just like, and you kind of somehow manage to unclip this bracelet off of their wrist without them even noticing. And you kind of just immediately walk away, them none the wiser. As you have a very nice looking gold bracelet kind of encrusted with small gems.
Alright.
Classic Drudolin.
Uh-huh. I take my chances.
As you're going about and everyone's kind of freaking out, immediately you hear someone going up onto a small little stage area near the stairs. You can kind of see looks like a human gentleman. From what you can kind of see, looks like he has a silvery gray tuxedo, kind of a pale pink bow tie from what you can see with various pink accents, short white hair, bushy mustache, as it kind of comes up.
Please, 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 everyone calm down. We shall have the power back very shortly. I apologize for the inconvenience. Please, everyone, this is only a small technical issue. And the crowd just kind of like starts kind of calming down a bit. And without issue, probably about 5 minutes later, as all the lights suddenly come back on, and everyone's just like, ah, and they all clap and applaud.
I just join everyone, and I also just like I clap with everyone else.
Good show.
Good show. Good show.
And it seems, for the most part, that things quiet down. And everyone kind of seems... I mean, the room itself is much more... Again, the adrenaline does not seem to have died down. Everyone seems to be very excited right now. The guards all seem to be at high alert at the moment. But eventually things just seem to kind of calm down and things go back to a little sense of normalcy. Back into the traditional pleasantries of the gala. And the music starts restarting up and more people start dancing again. And everything seems back to normal.
Right. So we swapped out the necklaces successfully that we know of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we all together now?
I feel like I would try
in
and
the
find my way back to y'all now.
And without much issue with the lights back on now, you are all three of you are able to find yourselves fairly easily.
Right. So like should we go? Or should we or do we want to stay for the presentation and make sure it's okay? My Mr. You said my Mr. Hughes. My Mr. Hughes? Can we meet Mr. Hughes?
I I don't think that's necessary. Here, and he reaches into his pocket and he looks for a good moment to like kind of like hand off the necklace to Drudlin. You guys can. I'm gonna hang back here, but you guys can certainly head off to the back to the Vanguard whenever you want, whenever you need to.
Is that a joke?
No, it's not a joke.
You...
What?
I got
what?
into the biggest party in the city for free. You think I'm just going
Fine.
to...
Stay
I
as
think that
long
we
as you
should
want.
Stay, and we should stay.
Yeah.
I
Stay
think
as
I
long-
want to meet Mr. Hughes.
But I can introduce you to Elias Hughes if you need, if that is something you want to do.
DM question.
Yes.
Elias Hughes, is that a name I know?
Yes. I mean, he's a very well-known industrialist here in the city.
And he is a tabaxi.
Yes, correct.
Doing some math in my head, but I say nothing.
I'm just saying.
All right. What are you saying?
I want to meet Mr. Hughes.
All right, I'll introduce you. Do not You know what? Honestly, do
This
whatever
is
the hell
my
you want.
first fancy party. I want to meet some fancy people.
It's
I want to
pretty
make some
obvious
good
it's your
connections.
first party. No, it's pretty
okay.
obvious
What
your
is
first
that
party.
supposed to mean now?
You don't. It's very plain. You don't know exactly how to hold yourself at these sorts of events.
I don't know how to hold myself. I'm sorry. How do you hold yourself? I'm standing upright. I'm not like hugging myself. I don't know what you're talking about here.
You're doing the thing again, you two.
Do we both just immediately glare at him?
Yes.
I feel like we both like.
It's
All right.
no thing.
Taryn gets flustered. He's like, "All right, you want to meet Hughes? You can meet Hughes. Let's just watch the ceremony. Let's watch the necklace get passed off. Confirm that everything's fine, and then I'll introduce you to him."
All right. So I find, is there like a waitress going around or like a server or something with cocktails?
Yeah, plenty.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna try and make eye contact so I can grab one.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
get
without
one for
much
me,
issue.
Mhm.
You find the server and you find them currently serving shrimp cocktails right now.
Oh, shrimp cocktails.
Well, we want those, but we also want
I mean,
alcoholic
yeah.
cocktails.
Not without much issue, you do see other servers currently serving red and white wine and champagne.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna take a champagne.
Take a nice white.
Taryn gets whiskey.
As
course,
as you see
Taryn
Taryn
whiskey.
walks over to the bar, that you all suddenly realize, oh hey, there's an open bar.
I lean over to Drudolin, and out of the corner of my mouth in Elvish, I say, "Daddy issues."
Like, and I kind of whisper back. I'm like, "Are you talking about me, or are you?"
Elias Hughes, the famous titan of industry, the famous tabaxi titan of industry. I may be silly,
Like-
but I'm not stupid.
Are you saying like he's the big fancy boy and Taryn is the mini fancy boy?
That is exactly what I am saying. I could not have worded it better.
And then I just kind of like put up my fist to like fist pump like Kita and like say like daddy issues also in Elvish.
Bump.
Daddy issues.
He just wanted to talk about daddy issues. Come on.
You don't know that.
I don't. Chandler
You
does.
don't know
Taryn
about
does.
it. You don't know
Taryn
about any
doesn't.
of our
Chandler
daddy issues.
does. I'll make that clear.
Actually, on that subject, Ross,
Yes.
out of sheer curiosity, do I still see Varel?
Go ahead and do an investigation check.
Probably not. That's only a 7.
Yeah, as you look about, you do not see Varel anywhere.
You know, I'm just not going to worry about that.
Alright.
Alright, and then as you enjoy the festivities, as things go back to normal, roughly around 11 o'clock, you see that same gentleman who had calmed down the crowd earlier approaches the stage. You see that same gentleman currently asking some guards to come over as he's over by the stage, and you see these guards bringing by this the very fine necklace that you had put on this mannequin, currently covered in a glass case. It looks like they had put it in as they bring it about. And you also see Mayor Shroon come up as well, as everyone kind of hushed and sees the gentleman approaching.
Yes. Well, I see we've all had a very excitable evening.
And everyone's like, ha 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 ha.
But Thankfully, everything is back to normal, and we can go on with our ceremony. As you know, I am Nathaniel Watercrest, philanthropist and owner of the Lightning Rail. I thank you all for attending our gala this evening. And, in a show of good faith and solidarity with the city, upon the completion of the Bugbear Rail in our lower ends of the city, we presented this to Mayor Shroon, a fine token of our thanks in expanding and allowing further access into the city. And everyone, as they clap and they reveal the fine necklace. And as they take the necklace, they present it to Mayor Shroon, and they put the necklace on. And as they tie the tie on the back and the clasp, everything seems fine. As she goes, ooh, very nice. And she kind of like does a little wave to the crowd as everyone's like, yay. And Mr. Watercrest speaks up, well, thank you all for coming. Enjoy the festivities and have a lovely evening. And everyone claps, and the music kicks back up, and it's back to being live. The music goes from kind of more formal to more lively tunes as everyone starts dancing, and the atmosphere becomes very much more of a ball atmosphere as you see various people kind of dancing about, and people seem to be pairing off into couples as others continue discussing things, matters of business, and various other things. If there's anything else you would like to do this evening.
I want to ask Strudel to waltz with me.
I don't know how, but like I'll do it.
It's easy.
Alright. I go to waltz with Kita.
The two of you go out onto the dance floor. We'll say go ahead and the both of you roll a performance check.
Dice don't fail me now.
Dirty 20.
19.
As you go out and about there, oh man, Kita, Drudolin was totally hustling you as the both of you just elegantly dance the waltz on the floor, and some of the crowd start noticing the two of you, and it looks very fancy, and everyone's like, oh, as the two of you start kind of leading the waltz after a while. In fact, you actually get more people to come out onto the floor, and the dance floor pretty much fills up with couples. And as the waltz finishes, everyone kind of gives you applause.
You sneak.
I whisper to Kita, I'm like, I think we're drawing too much attention.
Oh yeah, you have the... Right.
Yeah.
Yes. More
I
wine.
just kind of like wave back to everyone and then like go to the open bar.
Meanwhile, while this is going on, Taryn, what are you currently doing?
Taryn's just kind of hanging back. He's kind of just like at the bar, just nursing his whiskey. He might after he finishes his drink, he'll probably like make his way back to his father just for like one more like public appearance.
Okay, not a problem. Yeah, as you kind of finish your drink, start making your way, you see Drudolin start coming towards the bar.
Alright, so you missed it. I held myself very nicely.
Oh no, I saw. Oh no, I was hanging out here. I saw. Well done. I couldn't have waltzed it better myself, even if I wanted to.
Alright, so you admit it. I am the better dancer of the two of us.
Didn't say that. I said I couldn't have done it better. That implies we're at least the same level.
All right,
that's what that implies. I didn't say you were better than me.
So Hughes?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I will introduce you to the wonderful industrialist tabaxi of the future, Mr. Elias Hughes.
You see Taryn escorts you over to Mr. Elias Hughes, and as you approach, Elias speaks up. Oh, my son.
Elias, this is... I can whisper, I'm like, are you going by a name here, or are you just going by...
Lindy Varish! And then I just, like, go out to shake hands with Hughes.
Pleasure, Miss Marsh. I see you're getting along with Roland quite nicely.
With Roland? Oh, Roland is it? I just, like, look at Taryn.
I'm kind of looking at my dad. I'm kind of looking at...
I'm not here. I'm eavesdropping, though.
Okay, go ahead and do a stealth check for me.
Just from, like, a few people away, just pretending to kind of mill about. Dirty 20.
Yeah, nobody else seems to notice that you're listening in on this conversation.
Yeah, as he's, like, just, like, talking so flippantly, I'm, like, looking at him, like, fucking, like, shut up, like, stop it, like, you know I have an identity, like,
Oh, yes.
You're fully aware of who these people are, like, shut up.
As he kind of acknowledges and catches on, yes, of course. You two kids have a good time?
It's not like that. It's not like that, Elias.
It's so nice to meet you. And I just, like, go in for, like, another handshake.
Just another awkward handshake.
Yeah.
As Elias just kind of gives you a look, Taryn.
What kind of look is he giving me?
Go ahead and roll an insight check for me.
Okay. Insights. That is a 22.
You can definitely tell while he is very good at hiding his true intentions, he definitely has that look of, you can do better.
Oh, I give him a look like
I'm so insulted.
I give him a look of like it's not that way. like just no, stop. That's not a relationship. Stop.
As he just kind of goes, as he just acknowledges it. I must speak to a few potential donors for the foundation. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, Elias, I'm all right.
Very good. Enjoy. And he makes his way off and goes and grabs a glass of champagne, and he starts schmoozing with some other people.
I just like immediately look at Taryn and I'm just like, so Roland?
I look at her and like I kind of like just like as like straight and as like honest as I can look at her with like no pretext of like frustration or whatever. I'm like, you cannot say that name. It is of the utmost importance to me that stays a secret. I know we have our feud, but do this one thing for me.
Weirdly enough, like, I'm gonna trust him on this for now, but will use it against him if I need to.
Taryn knows that.
Yes.
He's fully aware.
As he should.
I don't even have to roll for that. Yeah, no, he's like... Yeah.
Alright.
Meanwhile, Kita, you see them kind of starting to walk away.
I heard all that. I'm just not saying anything.
All right, well, as the evening starts wearing down and guests begin starting to depart for the evening, it's probably about midnight-ish now. Is there anything else you would like to do before departing the gala tonight?
No.
I'm just gonna... not gonna actually, is there like a food, like a buffet or something like that?
Not particularly buffet, but there are still servers currently carrying out trays of hors d'oeuvres. Right now, it seems like it's kind of, they're starting to get towards the end of the night hors d'oeuvres, kind of like whatever's left in the kitchens.
Okay.
Plenty available.
Okay.
To help yourself too, though.
I'm just gonna steal like a few hors d'oeuvres and then just like kind of shove them in my purse for later.
Without much issue.
Yeah.
If Taryn is ever at the bar, kind of by himself, I will go sit down next to him.
All right, yeah, you sit next to Taryn, currently sitting at the bar,
Sure,
nursing a shot of whiskey right now.
Is there anyone really around?
I mean, there's the bartender, there's one or two others that are currently drunk off their asses right now. But otherwise, the bar area is kind of quiet at the moment.
I'll order myself one more glass of white. And I'm actually not really gonna look at Taryn. I'm kind of... You know that thing that people do at the bar where you just, like, have a conversation but stare forward? Yeah, but I'm like... You know, if you keep working so well with the two of us, you're going to have to do it more.
Do what?
This.
Work with you? Trust you?
I'm just saying, if we keep being successful, we'll probably have to work more with each other.
I can do that. I know how to work. Even if our personalities or ideologies butt heads every now and then.
You were right, though, by the way. I really
About?
am not very good at this kind of thing. One of the many ways I failed my father, I suppose. Take a big swig.
Taryn joins, like, raises his glass and, like, joins him in a sip, and he's like, that disappointment of fathers may be the one thing we have in common.
I'm not sure if that's true just yet. We'll see, though.
Perhaps. Anyway.
Drink in silence.
By the time Taryn finishes his drink, he says, well, I think we have mingled enough to throw off any suspicion. I'd say we probably should leave separately, 10-minute or so intervals, and meet back at O'Gannon's.
Very well. I imagine Drew should go first, having... Well...
Naturally. Are you going to tell her, or should I?
Is she not here?
No, she's not.
You look and you look around in the corner of your eye and you see Drew currently, like, stuffing a bunch of finger sandwiches in her purse and walking out.
I think
looks like she got the message. Right.
I'll wait about 10 minutes and I'll leave.
All right, 10 minutes go by and Keita departs. Another 10
And then
minutes.
I leave as well.
All right, Taryn leaves as well. And after about an hour's worth of travel or so, the three of you make your way back to O'Gannon's Tavern. It's probably about, by this point, it's probably about 2 in the morning now. Been a long day. As you make your way back, weirdly enough, I mean, the bar is pretty. Given the time, it's starting to. It's probably about as crazy as it was earlier that day. Just
Are
the
we
random
still
barflies.
all like in our fancy clothes and O'Gannon's now?
That is up to y'all if y'all want
I
to
didn't
change that
change.
or not.
I didn't
Yeah.
change.
We stopped to change.
You all are clearly the fanciest motherfuckers in this bar.
I think I did at least like I packed my mask and hood with me, so like I have that like I have my hood up and my mask up, whilst also having a tuxedo on.
Yeah. It looks a little strange, but the people who kind of know you like recognize like, right? As you walk past the area and start heading towards the back area, you can swear it smells. Ugh, it smells like a sewer in here. Kind of throws you off for a second as you make your way to the back room.
Why does it smell like sewer and forest herb?
Yeah.
It just smells like shit.
I was gonna say, and I don't know about you guys, but on my way back here, I heard there was like some like crash or stop up on the lakefront straightaway.
Oh, like it all backed up.
I don't know. Like a car just randomly stopped, and like I think people said like someone got run over. I don't know.
You know, drunk
That's
and
what I-
impaired driving
just something-
really is a problem in this
just
city.
Yeah,
That's what yeah.
Should be careful.
And as you start making your way back, the bartender kind of acknowledges you all, and like you see them kind of go to the downstairs basement area. And as you kind of get about in the waiting room, probably about like 5 minutes later, you see Lorelei come up, currently kind of like dusting herself off, like. And she, as you notice, her hair is kind of tied back right now. She kind of looks like she's in a little bit more, kind of like very hastily put on cardigan. Clearly looks like she just got woken up out of bed. She's kind of like, oh, well, I take it you had a very fun night?
Yeah.
Successful is how I'd call it.
It was
Excellent,
lovely.
excellent. And you have the necklace with you?
Yeah. And I pull it out of my pocket, but before I hand it to her, so I'm just saying that we went through a lot of trouble tonight to get the necklace. And I'm just saying, I think we should get paid a little bit more. I'm just saying, like, there was like a lot going on here. Like, there was a lot of guards we had to get past. Like, the light shut off. Like, it was so quick. And I helped so much on this mission. And, you know, I just think that we all should get more money.
I will say go ahead and roll a deception check for me, please.
14.
As she just looks. Aha. Well, I apologize. I did already grant you extra money for your outfits, as well as some other guild members. Asking for coin. Unfortunately, we do not have any more to give outside of the promised amount. If you desire further, you can speak with the antiques dealer who provided the money for the job themselves. But we can provide exactly what you were promised, 150 gold per person.
Like, fine. And then I give her the necklace.
All right, as she takes the necklace and presents to you all 3 sacks, each containing 150 gold pieces. Very well done. Thank you very much. The antique dealer will be very pleased to know that everything went off without hitch. I presume everything went without hitch?
Honestly, smoother than I imagined it would.
I did great.
Very good.
We did great.
You all are showing very much promise. I can't guarantee that all missions will be as extravagant as this one. Consider it a treat. But for now, I bid you a good night, and I will see you on your next mission. And as she kind of gives you a nod and she leaves the meeting room.
So I'm a little upset she didn't give me more money. So, like, is there something in the room, like, that I see that's small enough for me to take?
You got paid to drink and dance. For free.
Go ahead and do a perception check. Why not?
I almost said something to give you disadvantage on your check.
What'd you get?
4.
I mean, there is nothing of value in this room.
Can I still take, like, a pencil just out of, like...
Yeah, you can just take, like, a pencil, like...
Yeah.
Huh.
Alright, I took the pencil. That's it.
Taryn sees this and he just kind of has a very judging look. He's like, really?
I don't know
Really?
what to say.
I'm not surprised, but I am disappointed.
Okay, well, I'm disappointed.
Well, I suppose this night ended in complete disappointment for everyone.
I beg to differ. I had a lovely night.
I also had a great night until this one moment right here.
Yeah.
Drudolin, look me in the eyes.
Yes.
Was the 150 gold the only money you made at that party? Was it? Was it? Was it?
Kita, it was the only money I made at that party.
I want to make an insight check.
Picking up my dice.
Alright, yeah, go ahead and make an insight check versus
Can I do a
Drudelin's deception. Yeah.
Okay. That's an 18.
17.
Taryn? No. I'll just say no. I don't want to say the number. It's a no. It's a no.
Say the number.
Yeah. Drudelin seems forthright.
Oh, why do I trust
objectively, she does it, but I'll take it. Drudolin never seems forthright.
We're just standing here like, why do we trust her?
I don't.
This doesn't add up.
I mean, she's never robbed me yet. Have you robbed me?
I don't think so.
That I believe.
You haven't given me a reason to, so.
That's true. My life is very sad and I'm very poor.
In my head, I'm like, that's not the reason I was talking about, but. Yeah. A job well done.
A job well done.
As you all make your way out of the meeting room, head your way back into the bar. By this point, the bar is getting close to closing time. As you all kind of have one quick nightcap and enjoy a drink of a job well done, being very well dressed in this small tavern.
I'm keeping the dress.
Oh, yeah, I'm keeping the suit. Are you kidding me? I might wear this on all my missions.
Oh man, it's a good thing we didn't actually get into any fights because we weren't wearing our armor.
Oh no, we weren't wearing
Therefore,
any.
therefore,
no
there
weapons.
goes our armor class. I snuck in a weapon.
Like, my thought was, like, I'm gonna have to take a knife off one of these guards if that happens, but, like, it's like, none of us are armed.
Taryn had
take
a
out my bow
specially
from?
created tuxedo to hide weapons on, but
Of course, Taryn.
And as the three of you enjoy some quick laughs and finish your drinks, you all bid each other a good night and make your way back to your respective homes into the cold autumn evening in Storm City.
Can I try to catch them outside and tell them a little something about a union?
As you see a very drunken Puck, currently passed out, half passed out on the ground right now, kind of gets your attention.
I stole Duke's eye patch and I've got it over my face and I'm saying, I'm here to talk to you about the Vanguard Initiative.
And that's where we'll end our session for tonight.
The Vanguards will return on November 6th. Make sure to tune in next week for our Halloween special, Monsters of Cornquest.